Hi and welcome back. Today's topic of my video is update your paperwork. It's 2026 and this year alone, I've known 3 people to pass. And it reminded me of something that we don't talk about enough. If you were to pass, would your paperwork reflect your wishes? When someone passes, the family's already grieving. Outdated paperwork makes this process much harder than it needs to be. I've seen situations where the person listed as the beneficiary has already passed. This creates confusion and unnecessary stress, and it makes everything more difficult. The grounding question today is there someone listed as your beneficiary who is no longer with you? Is there someone that you've lost that's listed as a beneficiary on your paperwork? One of the things I think about is when I started the job I held for a long time, I did not even have my daughter. So I had my sisters listed as beneficiary. 2 of my sisters. They would have received most of my insurance. They would have received definitely the final paycheck. Go back and check and see who's listed to receive your final paycheck if something were to happen to you. Once my daughter became of age, I switched the information to her. So some of you may have had those life changes where your children were minors, but now they're of age. Go back and look through and make a call or email to ensure that your paperwork is reflecting who you want it to reflect. There are some of us, when we meet someone, we think that person is it, that's our mate, that's our soulmate. And we buy houses and we put things in their names. Is that relationship no longer working out? Are you still with the person? And does that person being on your paperwork reflect what you actually want to happen in the event something were to happen to you? Did that person become incapacitated? It could have been, say, your mom or your aunt or your grandmother, but they're incapacitated in terms of they can't even make decisions for themselves. I just want you to go back and take a look and reflect and ensure that everything is in order for you, that this paperwork will reflect your wishes. For those of you that have wills, does it reflect your current wishes? Are your executors, are they still the right individual? For your trust, are the beneficiaries current? And are all your assets properly included? Check your life insurance. Again, are the beneficiaries current? And are all those beneficiaries still alive? Do you need to add or remove anyone? I would say check. Do you have a power of attorney? Financial, medical. Is the person you have listed still responsible, still willing to take on that responsibility in the event you can't speak for yourself? Be someone you trust, and someone you trust today, and definitely not somebody you trusted 10 years ago that is, you don't trust them as much today. Check your power of attorneys. Check your emergency contacts. That is your employer, your doctor's offices, schools, any other place you frequent where they ask for emergency contacts. Even, I would say, go in your phone and scroll and make sure your emergency contacts there are up to date. Updating your paperwork isn't about fear. It's about love, clarity, and protecting those that you love. Your family should not have to guess your wishes. Updating Updating your important paperwork doesn't have to take a long time. Take, 10 minutes twice a week and look through and make phone calls and emails. You can make this easy on yourself. Take 10 minutes today to update one document. Share this video with someone who might need a reminder. For those of you who are legally married but living or with someone else and have brought property, ensure that you either have a will or a trust. If you didn't take the title of the property properly, your spouse that you're no longer with could be entitled to your half of a house that you bought with someone else. That is one example. Ensure those that are with people who are married should ensure that they go back and that they change their paperwork, because it is likely their spouse is the beneficiary on most of their paperwork. I just dropped in today to remind us all, I still have things I need to take care of, but to remind us all that we need to go through our paperwork and ensure our wishes are documented. Peace comes from preparation. Your future self and your family will thank you. And if you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe and like and share the video. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. See you next time.